About January.
Planning that much?
Yeah,
We're planning on that next time.
yeah.
Fence installed. So we're running over on the golf park. Cause we hired this whole bunch of stuff out.
Call the meeting to order. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd entertain a motion to approve the agenda as printed.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and second to approve the agenda as printed. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Approval of the minutes found on pages 4 through 9. Are there any additions or corrections? If not, I entertain a motion to approve the minutes as printed.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes as printed. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Public input. Has anybody got anything to talk about that's not on the agenda? If not, we'll move to the department head reports. Has anybody got any questions, comments, or whatever about the department head reports?
Shannon won't be here. He told two of us on the committee that he wouldn't be here tonight, so he's not.
That's a surprise.
Hmm?
Nothing.
His son had a ball game.
Terry, I haven't had a chance to talk to you since Johnson did this deal over here for, cleaned out that, were they able to see if there was anything, that was causing that water to back up?
Well,
in
they
that
said
pipe?
they got like 3 yards of gravel out of there on that stretch. But that's it. They didn't camera it, 'cause they didn't bring their camera this time.
Okay.
Is there anything else in the department head report? If not, we'll go on. The first thing is unfinished business. Number 1 is going bank water issue.
Terry and I went over to the bank. They called and asked us to come over there and take a look. They were concerned about the water that's still in the pipe that goes from their drain on the top. They had a camera that showed a little bit of water in there. So we looked at it, and I don't know. It's a tough situation, but we called Camden, and he made a comment about, well, if there's water in that pipe and there's not a lot, that means the pipe's not leaking, which is true. So this water issue, I don't know, Jeff's been over there, I've been there, the mayor's been there. We just don't know what to do anymore. So I asked Shayla to put this on the agenda because I really don't know what they want. My feelings are that maybe they should go through our insurance company and contact their insurance company, see what they say, and if they do, contact the city's insurance company and have them work out something if they can or not. I mean, I just don't know what to do with it anymore.
the water in the pipe you're talking about, is that the one going under the sidewalk?
Yes, that's one that Terry just redid. There's a little bit of water, well, this camera only goes that far, so it's gonna show it's like pushing water or whatever. And that's so flat there that it's gonna hold water. At some point, it's gonna hold water, it's not gonna drain at all. It hasn't got the pitch on it to make it drain it all out. So contacted the engineers, and they say that's probably not the issue there, is that not that pipe. And that pipe is high enough that if it was leaking out of there, it would be all down on a portion of their wall would be wet also. So I don't think it's that pipe that's leaking at all that Terry replaced. That's all new pipe going out. And so I don't know what to do. So I said I'd put it on, I said, I can't make any decisions on this. It's gonna have to council, the council's gonna have to come up with something or make a decision on something, but the committee's looked at it. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know what your feelings are. I talked to Bob Steers a little bit, and he thought the insurance companies was the way to go. So, I don't know.
What are they asking us to do now?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Did they? I mean, they just think, they still think it's a water issue from years ago when the, water lines broke out here a couple times. But it was also pointed out too at that meeting that the other bank also has a basement and they don't have that water issue. So I don't know. I'm at a loss for anything.
Digging around the storm pipes around, there's not very many storm pipes that don't have any water in them.
Well, they put a new,
There's a 1/4 inch drop in 10 feet holds water.
well,
There's bird baths.
Terry knows that. He's pretty flat or whatever, not a lot of drop, so it's gonna have water in it. So the pipe isn't leaking. If it's holding water, that's not leaking, but like I say, I don't know what to tell them. I didn't invite them over tonight for this, but I told them that it was gonna be on the agenda and that the city's gonna have to come up with something, because I can't do it.
Are they saying there's damages to their,
Well, you saw the
so
damages.
that white calcium buildup is what
Yeah,
they're,
and then some of their brick is starting to deteriorate, and then on their, walls, it's starting to peel a little bit down below too. So, I don't know what's causing it. So I kind of agree with Bob Steers that maybe we should just have them turn it in the insurance company and go that direction, but like I say, I can't make that decision. That's the council's decision.
So they're thinking the damage is from previous, it's not
No,
wet or
there was
anything now?
there was a water leak from the electrical too a while back, but that went over their panels and stuff, came down the wall. Now, I don't know how much water was involved there, but that wouldn't have flooded the whole basement. I mean, their walls in the basement are, the blocks or the bricks are starting to shed a little bit. And then there's white, and then, like I said, the sheet rock where they painted and stuff is starting to bubble along the floor. So I don't know if it's their drain tile. It was plugged, is what I understand. They removed some gravel from the drain tile. So, I don't know.
So Terry, the gravel was in their drain tile,
In the storm sewer,
Storm sewer.
storm sewer?
but they did have their drain tile cleaned out. And nobody knows if it worked or not, because it really hasn't rained since they done that.
Well,
It might have fixed it, who knows? You're never gonna know.
but if we're gonna turn it over to the insurance company, somebody should probably talk to them and let them know that this is what the council came up with, is we're gonna turn it to the insurance and let them handle it.
They should really turn it into their insurance company, and
and then if their insurance company thinks it's a city problem, then they would come to the city's insurance. It wouldn't come to our insurance first, it should
No.
go to theirs first.
I don't know the procedures,
Yeah,
but
it should go to
insurance
theirs
companies
first.
get involved.
So are they looking for payment though, or are they just trying to figure out if it's fixed?
They're trying to figure out where the water's, where the damage came from. And I can't tell them, I don't know. I don't think Jeff knows.
Me? Hell no, I'm not. You asked me what the problem is with their bricks, I'm not whatever type of person's gonna have to make that call.
Yeah, me either.
I've got the same stuff going on in my basement this year and doing research. When you get bricks or cement saturated with water and it dries out, you get that white calcium buildup. I can't remember what the name of it is called, but that's what I'm thinking mine is from, is because it's so dry this year that it's finally evaporating. The cement and the brick is finally drying out, that's where that white stuff's coming from. I can't. I don't have the education to make any kind of
I don't either.
determination of what their issue is on the bricks.
So, it's something, have them turn it to an insurance company, and then if they think it's our problem, they can go to our insurance company, the city's insurance company.
May I, say something? I actually have some experience with this kind of thing. If they're going to do something, like Sheila said, they would need to get their insurance, file a claim, and then they would send someone out, and somebody that knows this kind of
Right.
thing, an adjuster. And if the adjuster can't figure it out, they would hire an engineer to do an engineer report on it. And then if they determined it was, based on that, if they determined that it was something to do with the drain tile that belonged to the city had caused the problem, then their insurance company would come to the city's insurance company, through their subrogation department. And, frankly, that's why the city pays insurance premiums.
Yeah.
But it would have to be something that they would initiate, and it sounds like, from what I'm hearing sitting here, that you guys are to the point that you probably need somebody from the insurance company, a third set of eyes, to go there and look at it and see what's actually going on. It might just be that the water, that it's just dried out this year, and you've got this calcium buildup, and it's just,
But
it's a problem that's been going on for years.
some of the brick on the very base is starting to get a little brittle and peeling off too.
That sounds like there's been a prolonged water problem there, but that's just me
Yeah,
that's just my experience from years ago doing that kind of work. There again, if they wanted to pursue it, the best thing for them to do would be to have them call their insurance company. They're making insurance premiums. Call the insurance company, let the insurance company decide as a disinterested third party. And if they investigate and determine that the city is in some way responsible, then they will contact the city's insurance department, insurance company. But if you want to, as far as a recommendation goes to them, I mean, at this point, if you guys can't find anything, ask them to turn it over to the insurance company, and then they can talk to the city's insurance company if need be. Just a suggestion
Yeah.
based on my experience.
I don't know any other way to go.
Everybody involved is paying premiums to an insurance company. Let them earn some of their money.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Or do we wanna make a decision with,
Well, that's why basically I put it on the agenda, so council could make a decision on what we're gonna do, which way direction we're gonna go.
I don't know of any other ideas for me.
I don't either.
If Tammy or Joe's got any input, or Jim or Bob,
Can we make a motion to have them contact their
We got
insurance
Bob's.
company?
Excuse me, we did get Bob's input.
Okay, yeah, you said that.
What more can I add?
That's just it, you know, we dug up the street and the sidewalk and fixed their storm sewer.
Yeah,
Whatever else they're asking for beyond this is gonna take some professional,
yeah,
professional eyes to look at.
beyond our means. So, do we make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we have, Coin Financial Bank contact their insurance company.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to have Coin Bank visit with their insurance company about this water issue.
Could we make that a recommendation?
You asking for discussion yet? We can't force, by making a motion, we can't force someone to do something. That's what's wrong.
So we can just recommend, change
Make a
it to
motion
recommend?
Yeah.
I don't know any other direction to go.
Because if they do find fault in it, I mean, no one's,
Well, here's what I think. I think our insurance company should be involved in this, but I don't know if they should be involved in it before somebody files suit or not.
that was my question earlier was, have they
Typically, insurance
pursued
companies
anything?
work it- They usually work it out between them, so if their insurance company comes and researches it and finds out that it's no fault of the bank, where's this water coming from, then they wanna contact the city's insurance, then our city insurance company will hire somebody also to do the research on our behalf. So it should go through theirs first. If it's not their problem, if it's not their drain tile, it's not whatever it might be, it might, just like Jeff said, just drying out concrete, then they will come to our insurance company and file a claim with them. That's the way it should happen, that's the way it usually happens.
So we're gonna change your motion, make it a recommendation.
So should I, change that to recommend them to do it,
Recommend everything.
to contact their insurance company?
Well, I think we need to probably vote down, cause we can't force them to make a,
How about if we just have a discussion with them and ask them if they would consider getting their insurance company involved so that we can figure out who's at fault?
I think that's,
Well, you got a motion and a second.
yeah, we
We gotta do something with that.
We have to vote on it.
Yeah.
Is this a recommendation then?
The original, motion was to have them contact.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna do, we're gonna vote on that motion. There's no more discussion. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, the same.
I,
All right,
Motion is defeated.
I'll make a motion that we recommend Coin Bank to go through their insurance company. That's different.
Okay, now is there a second for that?
I'll second that one too.
You second?
Yep.
Okay, we have a motion and a second that would contact Coin Bank and see and visit with them about them talking to their insurance company or whatever. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried.
See ya.
Okay, number 2 on the unfinished business is a 6-month probation raise for Zach Reber.
Utility committee had their their evaluations of Zach and Dustin. Just as we expected, everything went fine and we can go ahead with the raise. As agreed on, it was $1, was it, I believe?
It's 10, just kidding.
50 cents?
Nickel.
Careful what you wish for.
Okay, somebody wanna move that?
Didn't you move?
No, I just explained.
Oh, you just explained.
I'll
Make a motion.
Okay.
We give Zach Reber $1 raise for a 6-month probation.
That goes back to what, September?
September 16th was his 6-month
Okay,
So he should get that.
retroactive.
retroactive to September 16th is my motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Number 3, a 6-month promotion for Dustin Graham.
Oh, that one's a nickel, right?
We also had a discussion with the committee, had a discussion with Dustin, gave him his evaluation. And so with that, I'll make the motion to go ahead and give Dustin Graham the 6-month probation raise
As of,
as of
9/29, this is
the 30th, wasn't it?
29th.
29th of September.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to give Dustin Graham his 6-month probation raise. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Okay, new business. Number 1 is the Midland contracting pay estimate. Number 3, $145,385.90. Okay. No, that's the treasurer, okay. We'll do these 3 one at a time, A, B, and C. This is A we're on. It's found on pages 10 and 11.
Is this an estimate of what we're gonna have to pay, or is this actually what is due?
They call them pay estimates at this time until the final pay for Midland and for Helms, that's where they do theirs, so this pay estimate is based on what they've done to date. The final will be a final pay. They'll do the whole project less the pay estimates. But it is basically the work they did today.
I'll make a motion to pay Midland Contracting pay estimate number 3.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to pay Midland Contracting pay estimate number 3 for $145,000, $145,385.90. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Okay, B is Midland Contracting change order number 1. That's found on pages 12 and 14, and I think that's that is a the contract price is reduced by $16,299.82.
I'll make a motion, we accept the change order.
Yeah. I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to accept the change order or approve the change order number 1. And what did I say that was? A reduction of $16,299.82 from the contract price. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. State financial
We have Helms.
assistance.
Got Helms.
Got Helms in there.
Oh, wait a minute, I got another one here. Helms invoices. 24702 and 24720 for a total of $7,005.99. That's found on pages 15 and 17.
I'll make a motion to pay Helms invoices for the $7,005.99.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to pay Helms invoice 24702 and 24720 for a total of $7,005.99. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Number 2, state financial assistance agreement. It's for airport grant number 3-46-035-13-2021 for $9,000. What is that for, Shayla?
That's another COVID grant. We signed up to apply for it a few months ago, and then we just have to sign the grant application.
That's the one we just signed for, right?
Well, we just signed for a $22,000 one. This is a separate one, same type of thing for $9,000.
Okay.
And what's this money go towards, for?
Airport, and it's mainly for maintenance, that type of thing. We can't buy anything with it. We can try, but we probably can't. Like the first one, we were able to buy the fuel tank with that. This one will be cleaning and maintenance, snow removal, that type of thing.
Mowing?
Fuel that's in it.
Mowing, yeah. I did ask about snow removal equipment, and they gave me a no on that.
entertain a motion to apply for it.
I so move.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to apply for a state financial assistance grant. Number 3-46-0035-13-2021 for $9,000. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Number 3 is Simple City Credit Interface, found on page 19 and 20. Shayla, do you wanna explain that?
Yes, this is a part of our system that will take our credit card bills and they will split it out by vendor, cause right now if we wanna pull up an Elon credit card, we just find Elon and it's been, maybe it's $10,000, but we have to go pull out the voucher to see what all we paid on it. This will split each of those payments by vendor. It will also do the 1099s for each of those vendors if they end up needing to have a 1099, so that's something that Cindy won't have to do anymore, cause this, company will do the 1099s for that. So basically, it's just an easier way of finding whatever we put in our cards. Right now, it's a manual, we'll look through our records to find where we paid something and doing the 1099s ourselves. So this will put that on somebody else. It's a one-time setup fee of $2,800, that's to contact the bank and get that interface going. And then it's a $480 annual fee for that portion of our system. And I do have the funds in my budget for this year in other professional fees.
So does this do any credit cards you have?
We only have the one credit card right now, so we all only use one company. If we had two companies, we'd have to set it up with the two separate companies. So if we were to switch, they would have to switch, and we'd have to pay if we switch a credit card. Basically, it just puts all of that stuff into accounts payable so we can find it much easier. If Ron orders something from, who knows where, we can come and ask and we can find it because we can look it up on Zapper instead of on Elon and try to figure out what it was paid and what month we paid it in.
We keep making your jobs easier and,
No.
providing, taking away what you guys have to do in there. You're gonna have to learn how to run a shovel or backhoe.
On these really nice days that are limited, I'd love to go out there and run a shovel or a backhoe. But once it gets cold, I'll come back and be out.
We get to pick the day, no.
We've had them run a truck before.
I know Cindy's done that.
Yeah, Cindy's run a truck before. Greatly appreciated too.
She's keeping her CDL just for that reason.
Maybe they should carry a gun.
Yeah. I don't think you want that.
Need some lemon on there.
I'll make the motion, we go ahead and do the Simple City credit card interface
What, you're moving what now?
We go ahead and get this, interface.
Okay. We have a motion to purchase the Simple City purchase card interface. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Water and sewer project, A, is SPN Phase 3 invoices 24646 through 24649 for a total of $26,669.25. Found on pages 21 and 22. I'd entertain a motion to either pay or reject SPM Phase 3 invoices number 24646 to 24649 for a total of $26,669.25.
I'll make that motion to pay
Okay, we have a
SPN.
motion to pay.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to pay SPN Phase 3 invoices 24646 through 24649 for a total of $26,699.25. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. TLC Olson Construction pay request number 11 for $127,040.43.
I'll make a motion to pay TLC Olson Construction pay request number 11.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to pay TLC Olson Construction pay request number 11 for $127,040.43. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Okay, number 5 is resolution number 2021-13. And that's found on page 24. Resolution number 2021-13. Whereas insufficient appropriation was made in the 2021 adopted budget for the following departments to discharge just obligation and appropriations, and whereas South Dakota Codified Law 921-6.1 provides transfer to be made by resolution of the board from the contingency appropriations establishment pursuant to South Dakota Codified Law 9-21-6.1 to other appropriations. Therefore, be it resolved that the following appropriations be transferred from the contingency budget to the department budgets. You want me to read them, Sheila?
You don't have to.
I'll make a motion to go ahead and approve resolution number 2021-13.
You're moving that? Okay, we have a motion to approve resolution number 2021-13. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to approve resolution number 2021-13. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote by roll call. Steers is absent. Alderwoman Lexton.
Aye.
Alderman Randall.
Aye.
Alderman Odegaard. Absent. Alderman Zeller.
Aye.
Alderman Schwartz.
Aye.
Carrying 4 ayes, 2 absent. Motion carries. Motion carries. Number 6, ordinance number 726, appropriations supplement 2, found on page 25. Ordinance number 726, be it ordained by the city of Miller that the following sum is supplementary appropriated to meet the obligation of the municipality.
I get all that stuff through there.
I'd entertain a motion to either approve or reject ordinance number 726.
I make a motion, we approve ordinance number 726.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to approve ordinance number 726. Is there any discussion?
What are we looking at here?
What was it for?
This is, Shannon didn't get his bills in time last year, this should have been paid in 20. With the rest of the cop car stuff, but he didn't get his bills in time, so it was paid for in January. So he's short on his budget about that amount this year. Cause we supplemented last year for everything, but he didn't quite get it all paid.
Bills come in late or what?
He said he just didn't get them
Is there any more discussion? If hearing none, we have to vote by roll call. I'll start with Alderman Steers, absent. Alderwoman elected.
I'm gonna abstain because I don't know enough about this.
You what?
Abstain.
Alderman Randall.
Aye.
Alderman Odegaard is absent. Alderman Zeller.
Aye.
Alderman Schwartz.
I'm gonna vote nay.
You voted nay.
How does this work now? We got three,
It won't pass.
it won't pass.
So, if you need more information, I can see what Shannon has to say. We can have another reading, but we still have to have 2 readings that pass the full one, so this one's not passing.
I think he needs an explanation of why these are handed in late and why we're doing this now.
So motion fails.
Hmm?
This one, the motion fails.
Do what?
It fails.
Yeah, our motion failed, so. Motion failed. Building permits.
Nope. Oh, yeah, excuse me. Looks like they're gonna turn yours down, Ron.
Hmm?
You turn yours down. You read that.
I make a motion, we approve the building permits.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second to approve the building permits. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Number 8 is Devin Lecce, MMUA training.
So Zach and I are enrolled in the MMUA, the lineman classes. And what I found out is it doesn't matter how many people we have in that program, we still pay the same. The only thing that costs more or is extra is each person's books. And so we're already paying for it. Basically, we would be foolish not to have him go through that training as well and have another person that's capable of being on call and knowing what's going on. I guess in our department, it'd be no different than a water training or course or anything else, you know, so. So that's what that's about, I guess.
Just pay for the books then.
Yeah, actually, the books and all that stuff, it's under I didn't even need to come to you guys for that approval because it's under that. That's how minimal they are. But also, with this, I just wanted to let you guys know or be in the loop. I also feel that every course he passes, just like Zach and I, he should be able to get a pay increase for learning and passing them as well. So, I mean, basically there's,
So is he gonna have to go 3 with you guys then?
so what I would do is there'd always still be one of us that would fall back. The next 2 courses I definitely wanna go to. And then once we get back into Megan and the underground school, then I would send them 2 and I would stay back. So,
So there'd be somebody here all the time?
yeah, yep, and that's what a lot of people do, like, Rochester. I think they got like 5 guys or something that are on the program. But yeah, that's typically how all the other municipals do it. So they're okay with that.
So then when the trainer comes here, all 3 of you would go out. So you'd have to consult with Terry in case he doesn't,
Right,
needs him or whatever.
yep,
And Ron.
Or Ron, too.
Ron, yep.
So where
He's
does
only here
this,
2 days a quarter or whatever it is. So that it's pretty minimal.
so where does it go for, like you said, every time he passes an exam or whatever, you get the raise?
Yep.
What about water, sewer, where's the PAP go?
So I think,
Like if he passes all his water tests, he's getting raises for you and for you and for you?
and we figure it up and he still
Be fair,
will.
that's how it works.
Yeah, to be fair,
That's
that's
what
how.
I wondered if it
Right.
goes for every,
And then he could fall in anywhere he needs to.
Yeah. It's an education for safety as well. I mean, but even doing the math, he still isn't gonna be
Yeah.
up there. Yeah.
Why not?
No, I'm saying he honestly should be making more eventually,
Right.
even after all the classes are done. It is my opinion.
is he in any of the classes of yours now, Terry?
He can't, he's gotta work there for 3 years first.
Oh, gotcha. So this is kind of a slower process.
So how is his wages paid now? Are they coming out of 3 different departments?
Different departments, depending on where he spends the majority of the day. They split it up on his timesheet, so.
And so if he got the certifications through the electrical, then that part would come out of electrical?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm paying for it.
Yeah,
I
but if
mean,
he
there's no
get,
different than Terry would pay for whatever classes for that too, you know?
but if he gets a pay raise because if he gets a certificate through the electrical department, they would pay that extra $1 or whatever
It
for every
has to
class.
be, we can't really split it that way, we can only
Right.
split it by hours worked.
Okay, I'll just,
I think that's only fair.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be beneficial for on-call, everything down the road. So,
Oh,
and I've talked to him, he wanted to do it, he's willing to do it, he's kinda the one that brought it up to me.
So I think it's just a benefit to the city to have him trained on these things.
For sure.
So I'm gonna make a motion that, yeah, we go ahead and give Devin the training in both fields when he's eligible there for Terry's,
Right,
and then give him the appropriate,
and I don't know if
Increase.
there's anything more that you can do for street or,
street, I don't know. Do you
I
have
mean, as
classes
far
for the
as
street?
MSHA or any of that stuff.
Well, certified pesticide, but nobody gave me anything for pesticides, so I don't know why anybody else should get it.
When did you get
I'm just
certified?
putting it out there. I'm required to have it, but The powers that be back a few years ago didn't think anything about giving me any more money for it. For Dave, or Jim Hilmer.
Or me, or Gordy.
Right. I'm just,
You all are pesticide
Yes.
trained? Wow.
Brandon's not, but. I think Gordy might not. be
Gordy is
anymore.
for some, but not everything.
I think it's a great idea. And I don't have any problem with $1 an hour when he passes your test or anything you could do, whatever. We just wanna make sure that we didn't hire him to be a certified journeyman in the future. And we don't expect his pay to be a certified journeyman. We don't, our last discussion here wasn't that we needed 3 people, full-time people in the electric department to be paid as 3 people at $45-50 an hour, or whatever it comes out to be. So I just hope a year from now or 2 years from now, we don't have this discussion and it's, well, he's now a certified journeyman, he should be making $45 an hour. He's still considered a floater, right? He's gonna still be floating back and forth between all departments. So as long as we don't get to that point where he's a certified journeyman,
It
we,
take,
now we're gonna be paying a floater 40, what,
I guess my opinion too on that is a floater's gonna know more than me and his department. He's gonna know.
but that's
More
what
than
we
him.
hired him for, is to be a floater.
Yeah, I'm saying he is gonna be, but he's gonna be more knowledgeable than really all of us in every department. You know what I mean? More,
And plus, if he's doing the work, he
Yeah.
deserves to get paid for it.
right. I mean, I see what you're saying. It's definitely something, though, you can't be looking at it as, you don't necessarily wanna be there, but if the person is worthy of it, I mean, it's just something you guys need to evaluate in the future too. I mean, in my mind,
I mean, if he's gonna be working for you guys and be on call, he's almost gotta have the certification.
right, oh yeah, that's just the way to have them on call too,
Otherwise,
but,
Did you get a second?
Yeah, we didn't get a second yet. We need a second.
I'll second it. Now we can discuss it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to. What do you have to sign up for this?
Yeah,
To sign, Devin Blatchy up for MMUA training. Is there any discussion?
We had it.
Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
I,
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Code enforcement update, number 9.
that's the letter he sent.
So you talked to him, Shayla.
Well, he has some that are highlighted in yellow, and I don't know what they are offhand, that he would just like, one of them that a house is supposed to come down. The person received a certified letter, they did sign for it, they have not responded at all. I feel it would be a courtesy to call that person and say, the city is supposed to tear your house down, do you wanna try to sell it to your neighbors, or, cause you're gonna have to pay for it. you know, does she want anything to say about it or not?
Has he tried calling?
Huh?
Has
Did
code
I?
enforcer tried calling? No, not you.
No, he didn't, he sent the letters, he sent a couple letters,
Why don't we have him give them a call and,
have him call.
yep. I mean, we pretty much put everything on him already, so the telephone call shouldn't probably come from us. Come from the code enforcer. That's my opinion.
Okay. I don't know if we have a phone number, we'll try to find one for him. Otherwise, I don't know what else is on there. But he just wants to make sure, all of those, I think, are some sort of an abatement at this point, so he would like to know if we're gonna do the abatements.
Thought we've had this discussion a few times.
Yeah. Every month. Suppose we should let those guys know what they would be abating if they,
Everything on that list.
they haven't seen the list. He just sent it to me today.
That's highlighted.
Well, it's been mentioned several times, if we don't, we just as well stop the program. No sense throwing money away to have, you know, that we don't follow it through with our
So let's
threats.
just have him abate him.
There is the one that he's talked to the owner and they feel like it's cleaned up. I don't know if any of you guys have driven by there. But it should probably be looked at. Cause the owner feels like it's clean. I don't know if that one's. I think he said right on it, the owner feels like it's clean. If you go by, there's old vehicles and weeds pretty tall.
I'll look at that again. One shot?
That's the last one.
Where's the back of there? This is a lot. Crazy. House. No, yeah, over here. Is that the right one? Vehicle junk. Rosenville. Yeah, that's the one he's talking about tearing down. Isn't that correct?
What's that?
The one he's talking about tearing down the house.
Mhm. Yeah. Yes.
So, what do we need to do?
So just call him and tell him to send letters to all of them except for call the one first with the house tear down.
Okay,
That
sounds
one.
good. Make that a motion.
Can't do that.
Are you giving them a time?
No.
Huh?
And that would be a question, do you wanna give them the one that, with the house to be torn down? Give them time, or, he's to the point now, it's just, you're gonna have it abated within the next 30 days, or we're gonna take it down. That's where he's at.
And then that person gets billed for it, but who's to say he's ever gonna pay, they're ever gonna pay?
Correct.
And then who gets stuck with that?
Another one.
Somebody else.
And past practice shows that if there's a house there and the neighbors want it, the property, they'll buy it, tear the house down. Once the house is gone, I don't need to buy that property because it's nice and clean, and it doesn't, that's what happened with
Yep.
I know. That person bought the house and tore it down.
Now it's got tomatoes in it,
That's what?
and now it has tomatoes in it.
Well, it's been a productive spot.
Found a few meth pipes too.
Did you?
Not
It's
yours.
good to get rid of that stuff.
They were mine.
Those abandoned houses are a lot more trouble than what people realize, them just sitting there.
So what do we do? What do we do?
Make a motion that I contact them and tell them to send letters and make a phone call.
That makes sense.
Are you putting a date on this?
He does all the dates, he kind of figures out the dates that it typically,
Cause these have been on the table for how long now?
Well, sometimes, we've been over backwards for the majority of these people that are on this list for all of 2 years. COVID is part of that, but
we can still work outside on,
on part of that too. I'm a little bit more lenient on some of this because sometimes you can get this up, you say 30 days, well, okay. 30 days is pretty tight if you're going from all of a sudden you gotta do it. And you don't have time, weekends, nights, you still gotta work.
Those people on that list have had,
That's what I'm getting at.
yeah, a long time.
It isn't like they haven't been notified before. I'm willing to work with these people, all of them. But we've worked with them for several
We
years.
tried. So I'm gonna make a motion to go ahead and have him, you give him a buzz and tell him, contact that one and take care of the others.
I make a motion, they contact the,
I did.
you did, I'll second it then.
okay,
Did we do it?
Not yet, we haven't voted.
okay. We got a motion and a second to follow through with those. Motion and a second to follow through with these.
Okay, is to follow through with the, okay, we have a motion and a second to follow through with the abatements on, with the code enforcer. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Motion carried. Set October work session. Topic.
I talked to Bob today when he called to say he wasn't gonna be here. He would like to see us deal with the utilities and annexation. Either you annex in this part of town or your utilities are charged a higher rate because you're outside of town. That's where he feels like we should start, but that's just his throwing that out on the table.
Sounds good to me. There's a lot of places we could start, we gotta start somewhere.
Yep.
We got an idea of what date you wanna meet?
You wanna meet on a Monday on the 25th?
Sure. Good as any day.
Huh?
It's as good as any day. Oh, can't. Yes, I can. Relatives won't be here until the 27th.
Oh. As long as the construction work is done?
Hmm?
Yeah, but you better get your construction work done
It's
before.
just about done. Sounds like good day to me. What time? 7?
On this,
10:25 at 7 o'clock,
Okay.
all right,
We'll get an agenda, right?
yeah.
We don't need a motion for that, do we?
No.
Mid-Dakota board member, and that found on page 26 through 28.
We send in a secret ballot or what?
Huh?
We send in a secret ballot or what do we do?
Doesn't look very secret, it's right there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, our vote,
Yes, our vote would go into an envelope and be sent. The mayor would have to sign something saying that he's the one doing it and choose who you're gonna vote for. We did receive a letter from Gutzmer.
So who's Russell Anderson?
I don't know who that is.
there used to be one that lived up by Craig Van Zee.
North of Burdette, about
I don't know if
3
that's the
miles.
same one or not.
This is what we received,
so we just come in and vote sometime or what?
just one vote.
Oh, just one
give
vote.
Mayor the authority to vote,
We have to say who?
I don't know, it kinda takes away your.
Yes.
You should have a motion.
So I would say no, don't say out loud what you can do, but give him the
And then
authority
whatever comes up, that's.
Oh,
to
okay,
vote for the best interest of Miller.
okay. I'll get that in the motion then?
Yeah,
Okay, whatever you said. Sounds like a good motion.
No, I think the one on the bottom.
I'll second.
all right, I'll have the ballot ready for you tomorrow. I'll have the ballot ready for you tomorrow.
Alright,
We have an executive session, do we? We can't bring that up though. That's not personnel. Okay,
It's not personnel.
okay.
It's person.
Got a
It's
motion and a
person.
second to allow you to vote,
what's the motion and second?
to have you vote for the Mid-Dakota board.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to have the mayor vote for the representative of the,
We get
Right,
input
so-
though, right? We'll have input. Okay,
You can each tell him what you think,
yeah,
one at a time.
okay.
And your vote don't
is there
count.
any discussion?
Thank you.
If not, all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed? Motion carried. Okay, correspondence on page 29 of another PBIS team. Approval of the bills.
Make a motion to pay the bills.
Is there a second?
I'll
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second
And a third.
to approve the bills. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same. Last thing on the agenda is an executive session for personnel matters pursuant to South Dakota Codified Law 1-25-2, parent 1. So I entertain a motion to adjourn, or to go into executive session.
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
See ya, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the same.
They're mandated.
Motion carried.
What?
We're
They're
going
mandated
into
to come.
executive session
So should Shannon.
about that.
at 8:14.
Got his kids' ball
Let me
game,
get all
we're not
shut
gonna
off
stop him from
before you
going to tonight.
He can miss one.